I tried to start a business in the military for years and I kept failing. I tried investing in crypto, lost $15,000 there. I started an Airbnb business with my girlfriend. I also lost money there. I tried to build an e-commerce brand and somebody ended up stealing my product along with my entire car. And I've tried to start multiple YouTube channels in the past and many of them are dead now. Looking back, I realized that every single one of those businesses failed because of one reason. And so in this video, I want to talk about that reason and how you, if you're a military member or veteran who wants to get into business and entrepreneurship, how you can avoid the same mistake that I made. So first of all, I was just doing everything by hand. I didn't have anything that would keep on running when I was busy, whenever I had an emergency come up, when I was tied down by my other work commitments. And so maybe you've wanted to start something as well. Maybe you've watched some videos online. And then the same vicious cycle of getting really busy kind of kills all your momentum, whether it's you have to PCS. So if you have a local business, that pretty much gets shut down overnight. Or maybe you go out to the field for 2 to 3 weeks at a time. That kills all your momentum and your business has to basically restart from zero. That's why I think a lot of military members struggle or maybe never even get started in the first place. It's not because, they're not capable or anything. It's just there's no playbook out there. There's no system for them to implement into their business in order for it to survive anything that they might encounter, like going to the field or PCSing. That, however, is going to change today because I actually built one for you guys. It's a 30-day roadmap for anyone in the military or a veteran who wants to start a service-based business, which is what I recommend doing at the start. That's because it typically doesn't cost a lot of money to start up. And it's a pretty straightforward business model. Like you just have to charge someone for your services. So this could be mobile detailing. I've seen that. This could be window cleaning. This could be any blue collar work. You could do house services. You could do online services like a marketing agency. That's actually something that I've made a video about before on this channel if you want to check that out. So by the end of this video, you guys will have the entire 30-day roadmap to get started. And I'm also going to give you guys a free snapshot to import onto your guys' GoHighLevel account, which is the platform that I recommend. It's an all-in-one software that can help you run your business. All of that stuff will be linked down below in the description. Now let's get into the 30-day roadmap. That's going to be split into 4 phases of the business. And by the end of it, you'll have a working business system. And if you put in the work, you'll have your first paying client if you're starting from scratch. So first, I want to go over a concept that's going to help make this whole thing make sense. Since we're talking about service-based businesses, there are mainly 3 legs that you would need to focus on. Number 1 is your marketing and sales. So that's how you get clients. Number 2 is operations. So that's how you fulfill and deliver your services. And number 3 is finances. So that's how you can track your money and get paid. Typically, as a beginner, it makes sense to focus first on putting a price out there and then getting a lot of sales and marketing to get people through the door, get your first client, and then focus on operations. Once you've actually gotten clients through your funnel and into your business as a paying client, then you can worry about the finances and keeping track of all that stuff, making sure that you have good profit margins and things like that. So phase 1 is going to be recon. You got 1 week to figure out what you're selling and who you're selling it to. If you already have a skill, like you're good at fitness or you're good at social media marketing or something, start there. Or if you don't know what to sell from your skills, and you can think about what you do in your free time that you can get really good at so that you can sell that or teach it as a service. For example, I am into content creation, social media, and that's where my expertise is in. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to start a marketing agency. Then the second decision is, who are you selling it to? It doesn't make sense to just sell to everyone at first. You want to pick a specific type of person to sell to. The more specific, the easier it is to find that person online, the easier it is to talk to them, and the easier it is for them to see that you specialize in helping that specific type of person. A good example of this is if you were to go to the doctor. Would you rather get eye surgery from an eye surgeon or from a general doctor? Chances are from an eye doctor, so that's why you want to specialize when it comes to service-based businesses, at least for the very start. And then as you progress in your skills and being able to service more types of people, then you can make it more broad. Now moving on to phase 2, and this is going to be the operations leg of the business. This is where it's really important to build a system, and I will leave a link down below to my favorite platform, which is GoHighLevel. You can sign up for an exclusive 30-day free trial, and inside of that link, it's also going to give you a snapshot. So you can basically clone that snapshot into your GoHighLevel account, and it's going to give you everything. It's going to give you all of the pipelines that I created. It's going to give you the starter website, the starter funnel. It's going to give you a booking calendar that you can edit to whenever you're available. And it's going to have some pre-built automations for you to use in your business. And there's only 4 things that you need to set up at the very start. Number 1 is the pipeline, and that's where every client is going to live on your platform. This is where you're going to be able to track new leads all the way to job complete. So the idea here is that someone is going to fill out your form. They're going to become a new lead. And then once they book the estimate with you, it's going to say estimate booked. You're going to send the quote, so they'll be moved to quote sent. And if they say yes, it'll move to won, and then jobs done is going to be job complete. So you're always going to know exactly where every deal stands, and it's super simple. Number 2 is setting up your calendar. So if you're going to be booking calls, whether it's discovery calls with people to see if they're a good fit for your service, any consultation calls, or calls where you give them estimates and quotes on your service, you can basically set up one calendar on GoHighLevel so that people can book a time themselves. And so there's no more going back and forth, whether you're trying to DM them or send them text messages, trying to find a time that works best for you guys. You would basically just automatically send them the calendar link. They would click that link, pick a time slot, and then book a time with you. You can set your availability. So if you guys are active duty out there, it'll probably be evenings or weekends. And this is going to remove a lot of the manual work of trying to talk to people and be like, hey, I'm free this time. Are you free? It's just going to do it automatically for you once you set your availability. Number 3 is going to be one funnel. A funnel is basically just a landing page that captures somebody's information. So it would be their name, their email, their phone number, what they need help with, etc. Things like that, right? This is how leads are going to get into your pipeline that we built earlier. This can be super simple, doesn't have to be crazy good or, aesthetically pleasing or anything. It just has to work. You can work on making it pretty later on. There's going to be a lot of templates that you can choose from on the GoHighLevel platform. My snapshot will also have a template for you guys to import. And the last thing to set up is just the automations. This is really the whole point, right? You get a lead that fills out your form on the funnel. There's going to be an automatic email that goes out to them once they fill out that form to book a time on your calendar. And there are plenty of other automations that you can set up, like reminding people to show up on the calls. You'd be amazed at how effective this is, because most of the time, if you just have people fill out a form and then they book a call a week or 2 in advance, so many things happen in somebody's life where they can get distracted, they can forget, put it in their calendar, write it down, and they just don't show up for the call. And so having those automations where you can send them automatic email reminders, text reminders, and then after the call too, there's tons of automations that can happen as well. So this is the kind of stuff that is very, very important to be doing automatically while you're at PT or while you're in the field or while you're sleeping, right? This is the system that's working in the back end. GoHighLevel also has a bunch of automation templates on the back end, so you can click around, play with it, you can figure it out. There's tons of YouTube videos out there teaching GoHighLevel automations. And again, just clone my snapshot. Like I literally spent 4 to 5 hours building out all of these automations and pipelines and templates for you guys. So all the follow-up emails, appointment reminders, no-show rebooks, review requests, things like that is stuff that I wish I had if I were to start a service-based business. And it's free. It's a free snapshot that you get once you sign up with my link in the description. And yeah, I guess the last thing I'll say about this is GoHighLevel is probably going to feel a little bit overwhelming the first time that you open it. That's how it was for me. Like there's tabs everywhere, like stuff that you've never seen before. That's totally normal. Like the snapshot that I'm giving you is a great way to get started, but you still need to play around with the tool. You need to click on things, you need to break things, you need to learn it, you need to mess around with it. Otherwise, you're never going to get comfortable with it. Okay, now we're moving on to phase 3, which is outreach. This is going to be your marketing and sales leg. This is where you're actually going to start to be able to put money into your pocket, because you can have operations, you can have finances all set up. But if you have no one coming into your funnel, no one knowing about your business, your services, you're not going to get any clients, you're not going to get any customers, no money is going to come in through the door. And if I'm being real, like this is where most people quit. So I really recommend don't quit at this phase. A lot of people have built a great system, a great backend, great fulfillment, but they never told anyone about it. There's really no shortcut to this. There's no easy way to really market. You really have to find one thing that you can do very consistently on social media or anything marketing wise that you can do consistently to get results over time. This is where repetition and time under the bar of social media, of doing the reps, practicing, is going to make it compound over time. Eventually it's going to get easier, and eventually you're going to figure it out. And the main thing here is that you want to pick one thing that you can do every single day that can bring leads to your business. For some people, that's writing. So you could be on LinkedIn or you could be on X, Twitter, right? For other people, it's talking to a camera like this. So it could be short form. It could be picking up your phone, going on TikTok or Instagram Reels and making a video every single day. Or it could be making long form YouTube videos like this, where people can build more trust with you the more time that they spend with you and the more that you give value to them. Because obviously you're not going to be able to give give as much value as you can on a YouTube video compared to a Instagram Reels or a YouTube short that's like 5 to 10 seconds long. You also already have something that a lot of civilian entrepreneurs don't have if you're coming from a military background, which is a network of people who you know, trust. And it really doesn't matter how you use that network, whether it's a group chat that you start or you DM people or you start a Facebook page or something, or just word of mouth. What matters is that you give value to the people who you are trying to help. Obviously, some people won't be receptive at the start. If you're thinking about marketing and sales in general, most of the time you're going to get rejected, but that's okay. Like, that's the nature of the business. Your job is to find the people who do find value in your work. For example, in your unit, you might know somebody who could benefit from marketing services, and you can reach out to them and say, hey, I'm starting this marketing service. I would love to help you out. Would you be open to having a chat about it? And don't expect, anybody to convert off of that. Don't expect anybody to become paying clients, but just get the conversation started and try to give as much value as possible, because that's the best thing that you can do. I remember when I first started my Airbnb business, I was cold calling properties for probably half a year. So 5 to 6 months before I actually found a property. This was a really uncomfortable time because I was going on calls with people who were complete strangers. I had no cold calling experience and I didn't have the confidence yet. So I had to build that up by repetition and repetition. It's the same thing here with, starting those conversations, talking to people, giving them value. And that's the best thing that you can do that will eventually lead people to paying for your services. And I also want you to know, like, if you're watching this video and you're still here, I want you to know, like, you're probably going to make it. Chances are you're probably going to make it. So you should actually cherish this moment in your journey. Like, I remember looking back all of my failed businesses, and if there's one regret that I have is that I didn't document as much as I should have. So if you're at the start of your journey and you're going through these failures, you're going to look back within 1 year, 2 years, 5 years down the road, and you're going to be proud of all the failures that you had. And you might wish that you had documented it better and recorded and vlogged and just documenting your journey. Even if you just get one client and then you decide to move on, decide to do something else, that's completely fine. But knowing that you got that first client and you didn't give up is going to give you so much more confidence in everything else that you do in life. And here's the thing too, like, once you get your first client, everything else becomes so much easier, because as long as you do a good job at servicing that client and making them happy, they're going to be able to give you referrals, and they're going to be able to say, hey, so-and-so did a great job for me. I recommend you to them. And they're saying all this behind your back too. Or you can ask them directly and you can be like, hey, if I did such a good job, would you mind recommending me to one of your friends or someone who you know who could benefit from my service? So just know that the first one is always the hardest, and after that, everything is so much easier. Okay, so now moving on to the last phase, and that's going to be the finances. By now, hopefully money is starting to come into the business, or it's about to. So I'm going to walk you through 3 different scenarios which you can be at right now, and then you can see which one fits you. And then I'll give you an idea of what things you can do based off of where you're at. Best case scenario is you already have a paying client. So if that's you and you have a client right now, you need to focus on doing a good job for them. You need to get them incredible results, like do your best work for them, because again, if you do a good job, they will refer you to other people and spread your name word of mouth. This client is your entire business right now. It's someone who could be on your portfolio once you are done, and it's someone who can be a testimonial for your business's website or landing page. Another scenario is you could have leads in your pipeline right now, but no one has closed yet, which is totally normal. Chances are this probably just means that you need to go more ham on sales and marketing. You need to have more conversations, more follow-ups, and more at-bats, more repetitions, and more practice. Worst case scenario is you're putting in the daily repetitions and you're not seeing any traction, you're not seeing any progress. So if this is you and you've been doing daily reps for 2 to 3 weeks and you got nothing still, that means that something here needs to change in your system. Maybe it's trying to market on a different platform. Maybe it's a different style of content. Maybe your offer is not clear enough. If someone were at this stage, I would recommend for them to switch things up a little bit. And with any experimentation at the beginning, I would let it run for at least another month or so before seeing if the results actually changed. That's because you need the time to see if that's actually working, because at first it's just a numbers game, right? It's just a quantity game, and then it's a quality game. It's a practice and repetition game, and then it's building out into systems. So scaling past this 30-day roadmap is just repeating the cycle of getting better at sales and marketing, getting more clients in through the funnels, converting them and getting them into paying clients, charging more more every single time that you get a new client. And with charging more, you should also be bettering your systems so that you can better your results for your client. So use this roadmap if you're in the military, you want to start a service-based business, and you're willing to grind for a whole month, right? 30-day roadmap. And all you need is just 1 to 2 hours a day. And split across a week. This doesn't have to be 1 to 2 hours each day. It could be 0 hours throughout the week, and then on the weekend, 8 to 10 hours. So anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you found value from it. And if you want to go deeper into all this stuff in terms of business, entrepreneurship, making more money, saving more money, and investing it, I have a free Skool community. I'll leave that link down in the description as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.